once again, we are back for our Week 14 predictions of all the NFL games this week. So, first off, I want to say last week I did not make one of these videos, but I did make a community post. And the last 2 weeks, I, had a good week and a bad week. The first week, I went, 6-7. Not great. That's probably the worst week I've had this whole year at this point in terms of predictions. And then the week after, just last week, I went 13-3. So I made up for it pretty well. That brings us to a grand total of 132-63. We have a pretty good record this year at predicting all these games. So we're going to get into Week 14's games. But first, don't let me forget to remind you about DUBBY.GG. These right here, you can see them in the background. These are some of their flavors. This right here, Push and Punch, their fruit punch flavor. They got blue raspberry, green apple, mystery flavor. Check them out at DUBBY.GG. And maybe you don't want to buy a whole big canister because you don't know if you like it. I get that. Well, they got these. They got single serving pouches. Check out these as well at DUBBY.GG and use code SHREDDER for 10% off your order. We don't pay full price here. We got a discount code. So check those out, DUBBY.GG, or click the link in the description, and let's get right into this video. Quickly stopping in to show you what I was wrong on in Week 12. Week 12, obviously, the Pittsburgh game was a disappointment. That one was wrong. That's one of them, okay? Then, got this one wrong. That sucks. Got this one wrong. Got this one wrong. That's 4 of them already. I got those 2 right here in the middle. And then, over here, I missed on this one, and this one. So, honestly, a lot of these were games that, like, the Texans one, it's going to happen. I'm not going to predict the Titans over the Texans. It's just not going to happen. This one, I think that's understandable, though it is a divisional game. Either way, yeah, that's what I got wrong in Week 12. Week 13, however, we'll check those out. Here's my community post where I showed you what my picks were for the week. So I got the Chiefs. I got all these right. The AFC games, I was completely right on. Every one of them. That's pretty cool. Moving on, in here, let me see. What did I get wrong here? So the Jets did not win. That's 1. I got that right. I got that right. The Falcons lost as well. That's 2. Okay. Green Bay did beat Miami. And then finally, the other one was the Cardinals over the Vikings. So that was a really close game. Those are my 3 I got wrong last week. But let's get to this week's video, or this week's games. This is what we are looking at for this week. Let's start off in the NFC this time. We don't always start there. Green Bay at Detroit. This is a huge game. This game could swing this whole division. Green Bay needs this one. Bad. Big bad. They need this one incredibly bad. I'm going to go with Detroit, though. I just think they're the better team. They play better football. They play cleaner football. That's going to get them the win here. That's going to be a great game, though, just tomorrow night. I think this will be one that we're all going to be excited to watch for sure. Good Thursday night games. So there's a lot of good Thursday night games coming up. So they're making up for their terrible good Thursday night games to start with. Falcons and Vikings. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know how you can pick the Falcons after what they showed last week. They're terrible. They're awful. This is a, bad week for the Packers because if they do lose this game and the Vikings get to play the Falcons, and so there's probably going to be a handed-to-them win, which, granted, maybe Kirk Cousins comes out and does his team, his former team, a little dirty in a way. Maybe, the Dirty Birds take over in Minneapolis or wherever they are. Maybe. But if not, if this happens the way I think it will happen, sucks for the Packers, to be quite honest, because they're over here. They're going to be basically out of the race for the division. It's pretty much going to be insurmountable to catch up to them because the Lions will be 12-1. I don't know if you can see that, but there it is. Either way, moving on. Saints, Giants, this is a terrible game. 2-10 versus 4-8. Give me 4-8, man. Not just the record that matters. The quarterback's better. Derek Carr's a lot better than Drew Lock or Tommy DeVito or whoever. Doesn't matter. Eagles over Panthers. Could be a trap game. Definitely could be a trap game. Eagles could fall to a trap game. But it's the Eagles. The Panthers, they're bad. They're bad, man. Saquon Barkley, trap games are usually avoidable when you have a good running game. And the Eagles have debatably the best running game in the entire NFL. So they're going to win that one, I think, pretty easily as well. Cardinals, Seahawks, this is a massive game for this division. If the Cardinals do win, they take over the spot in the division. This division stinks. The Niners are bad somehow. That's terrible. The Seahawks, they did win the last time, so let me take the Cardinals. I think that is enough grounds for them to, potentially lose that game, honestly. I'm very much, you win one, you lose one. Oh, wow. Not trying to click on no ads here. But I'm very much you win one, you lose one. And, Seahawks, they got their first one. Cardinals get this one. I want to come back to this game. We're going to skip over that one for now. I want to come back to that. Just a quick reminder of the teams on bye this week. There's a bunch of them. That's not the right thing. There are a bunch of them. They're right behind me right here. Ravens, Texans, Colts, Patriots, Broncos, Commanders. They are all on bye. And so, thank God we don't have to see another Ravens game. I'm tired of those, dude. Everybody always hyping up for no reason. They're not that great. It's simple as that. Moving on. We'll do these interconference teams here. First thing I'm seeing, just the very first game I have to do, give me Buffalo over the Rams. The Rams, rough run here. They need to win this game, but I don't know that they will. Buffalo, they look dominant. They look like, I think, the second best team in the league, to be quite honest with you. I don't really know what else you need to see from them, to be honest with you. It's Lions, it's Buffalo. That's who it is right now. They're the second best team. Moving on from there. Bucks and Raiders. The Bucks, they're getting hot a little bit. They're going to take over this division here, getting up to 7-6. Lucky for them, they play the Raiders. Sad for the Falcons, they play the Vikings. Just how it works out, man. You got to win your games when you can win them. This was a winnable game for the Bucks. That's not so much a winnable game for the Falcons. Get them next time, champ. Moving on. Bengals, Cowboys. This is an interesting one. The Cowboys look at least a little bit competent after their first week of Cooper Rush. The first week was bad. The last 2 weeks have been not so bad. It's still Cooper Rush. But I'm going to have to go with the Bengals here. The Bengals are just better than the Cowboys. They just simply are. I can't really believe otherwise. They have Joe Burrow. And, their offense is explosive. It is. There's nothing wrong with their offense. It's their defense. And their defense is very, very, very bad. They're going to allow Cooper Rush to get scored 25 to 30 points, and they're going to win, but it'll be by like 4 because, 29 points is a good number in a football game. Either way, it is what it is. Going over to the AFC. This is a tough one. Terrible, awful. Will Levis, Mac Jones, because Trevor Lawrence just got absolutely, I don't even know what word to use. That was awful. Azeez Al-Shaair, 3 games probably isn't enough. I mean, I'm all for we're playing football here, but, dude was obviously targeting. There's no doubt about it. No chance. If you believe otherwise, you don't know ball. End of story. Man, this is tough. Mac Jones has looked decent, though. He really has. Will Levis, you just don't know what that guy's going to do. Throw the ball into 17 other players that aren't on his team. I don't know how you do that because there's only 11 guys on the field, but he'd do it. Give me the Jaguars this week, man. Put them at 3-10. Put the Titans at 3-10. They're tied for last place. That sucks. Browns, Steelers taking this one, bro. They're not losing twice to Cleveland. There's not a chance. They've had a bad track record in Cleveland the last 4 or 5 years. It's just not the games in Cleveland. They don't win them for whatever reason. But guess what? They win at home. It's just different at home. You got Renegade playing. You got things going. You got things happening. TJ Watt strip sacking everybody. They're gonna win. It's not a problem. Then Jets, Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins, dude. They got a good chance to go on a run here. They got to take advantage of it. They got to do it now. They need to very much step it up. They really need to, very badly. Chargers, Chiefs. This is a great Sunday night game. Thank you for putting this on Sunday night. This is a huge game. Chargers at 8-4, Chiefs at 11-1. Chargers need this game badly, and I think they're gonna get it done. They lost the first one. Give them the second one. They're still 9-4 to 11-2. But it's enough. They're pulling on some strings. That moves Chiefs to the 2 seed, Buffalo to the 1 seed. So that is a big deal. That is a very big deal for the playoff race in the AFC. We got one more game to look at here. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey, Jordan Mason, both hurt. Brock Purdy, not completely healthy. I want to go with the Bears here. Niners at home, though. That's hard. They're playing Isaac Guerrero. He's looked good in spurts here and there. It's okay. Not too bad. I think the Bears win this game, and I think we start seeing people calling for Shanahan's head. I think this game is going to be an indictment on Kyle Shanahan, and it's going to be a big question to answer after this week of, does he deserve to keep his job? I really do think so. And I'm not saying he shouldn't keep his job. I'm just saying it's going to be a question on the market out there. So let me know what you guys think about these predictions. Let me know your predictions down in the comments. Really quickly, I'll give you my lock of the week and my upset of the week. Upset of the week, I would say the Bears, but I don't really know if you can truly call that an upset. I don't know. I mean, with the way you can, the Niners are the better team. What would the Bears be? They're 5-8. Oh, Niners be 5-8. Yikes. I don't really see another team that Chargers over Chiefs. There's my upset of the week. We'll go with that one. Okay, boom. Lock of the week now. I could go with something easy like Eagles over Carolina. I'm gonna go with, just because of what happened, the storyline we're in, Pittsburgh over Cleveland. That's the lock of the week. End of story. Either way, let me know in the comments what you think about those. Who would be your lock? Who would be your upset of the week? And I'll see you on the next video.